Ethan Carter was 24 years old when he met Emma Brooks in a small bookstore in Seattle. It was raining outside. Ethan was looking for a mystery novel when another hand reached for the same book. "Sorry," the girl smiled. Ethan looked up and froze for a moment. She had bright blue eyes and a smile that somehow made the rainy day feel warm. "You can take it," Ethan said. "No, you found it first." That small conversation turned into coffee. Coffee turned into friendship. Friendship slowly became love. For 2 years, they were inseparable. They explored Seattle together, watched sunsets near the waterfront, and dreamed about the future. Emma wanted to become a writer. Ethan wanted to start his own software company. One evening, sitting on a hill overlooking the city lights, Ethan held her hand. "When my company succeeds," he said, "I'm going to marry you." Emma smiled but looked away. "Promise?" "I promise." For a moment, Ethan noticed sadness in her eyes, but he didn't ask why. Months passed. Ethan became busier. His startup was growing quickly. Meetings, investors, deadlines. Emma was always supportive. But something had changed. She seemed quieter. Sometimes she disappeared for hours and wouldn't answer her phone. Whenever Ethan asked, she would simply say, "I'm okay." One night, Ethan received the biggest opportunity of his life. A major investor wanted to fund his company. Excited, he rushed to Emma's apartment to tell her, but she wasn't there. The apartment was empty. The landlord handed him an envelope. "She asked me to give you this." Ethan's hands shook as he opened it. Inside was a short note. "I'm sorry, please don't look for me. You deserve a future without me. I love you. Emma." That was all. No explanation, no address, nothing. Ethan searched for months, but Emma had vanished. Eventually, life moved on. His company became successful. He became wealthy. But he never stopped wondering why Emma left. 5 years later, one rainy afternoon, he received an unexpected phone call. A woman introduced herself. "Mr. Carter, my name is Sarah Brooks." Brooks, Emma's last name. His heart immediately raced. "Do you know Emma?" There was silence. Then Sarah replied softly, "I'm her sister." Ethan felt his stomach tighten. "Where is she?" Another silence. Then Sarah said words that changed everything. "Emma passed away 4 years ago." The world seemed to stop. What? Sarah explained that Emma had been diagnosed with a rare form of cancer shortly before she disappeared. Doctors had told her she had little chance of surviving. She didn't want Ethan to watch her suffer. She didn't want him to sacrifice his dreams. So she left, alone, without telling him the truth. Ethan could barely breathe. All those years, all that confusion, all that pain. And she had been protecting him. Sarah then said softly, "There's something Emma wanted you to have." The next day, Ethan met Sarah. She handed him a small box.
Inside was a stack of letters, dozens of them, all written by Emma, never sent. Ethan opened the first letter. "Dear Ethan, today was my first chemotherapy session. I wanted to call you, but I couldn't." Tears filled his eyes. Letter after letter, she was there with him in spirit, proud of him, missing him, loving him. Then he saw the final envelope. Open last. With shaking hands, he opened it. Inside was a photograph. A little girl, around 4 years old, and a final letter. Emma had revealed the truth. She had given birth to their daughter, Lily. Sarah had been raising her. "If you find this, please find her. She deserves to know you." Ethan stared at the photo, unable to move. All those years, he thought he had lost everything. But Emma had left him one final gift, a daughter. The next week, Ethan met Lily. She had Emma's eyes, Emma's smile. And when she ran into his arms, Ethan finally understood. Emma's love had never truly left. It had simply